everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Create This Book. Yes, I'm finally getting to episode 2. Let's jump right into it. Our first prompt is to create a family. Taken out of context, it sounds a little weird, but I have to draw, attach, or assemble an image of a family. And I immediately had a perfect idea. I have this big box of really old magazines, so I decided to flip through them and find images of people so I could create a family by using cutouts of random strangers that don't even know each other. In this first business magazine I flipped through, I thought this guy would make a really good grandpa, so I'm starting with him. I'm gonna be doing this kind of crap a lot, and I am very sorry. I'm flipping through, just trying to find anyone else that might be a good member for a family. I thought this would be a good last resort as a wife, no offense to the lady, but it was an awkward picture. Anyway, I'm flipping through, trying to find a wife, maybe a son or a daughter, anybody to just, add to the family. I wasn't having any luck for a while, but I did notice this guy kind of looks familiar. I flipped through several other magazines and found absolutely no luck. I mean, there were full body pictures of people, but they were taken in a different perspective, so they would have looked like giants or, really tiny next to Grandpa, and that would just look weird. Finally, I found a good granddaughter, so I cut her out. The pose was kind of awkward, but little did I know it would be helpful later. Most of this process was just flipping through magazines to the point where my hands got sore. I found this family portrait and thought maybe she would be a good wife for Grandpa, but again, it was taken in a close-up, so she looks huge compared to him. So I had to keep looking. This dog was lonely, and I figured every family needs a dog, so welcome to the family. Poor Grandpa still didn't have a wife. He had a dog, but not a wife. Unless... Nah, pretty sure it's illegal. I thought this picture was cute, and being the hoarder that I am, I had to cut it out and save it. So I'm still flipping through, and I'm not finding a wife, but I found a daughter for Grandpa, and I thought the pose she was in worked really nicely. She looks so naturally posed next to her dad. Also, I found a picture of my favorite dessert. So I'm just flipping through, having no luck. I thought this lady might work, but the pose was awkward and her legs were covered, so it wouldn't work. Oh my god, look who it is. Shrek actually isn't all that bad, but the meme just made me see him differently. Oh my god, that looks like something from a horror movie. Save your marriage in an instant. Well, can I get a marriage, please? Can Grandpa please? Somebody help him find a wife. I was getting impatient and felt like I wasn't getting anything done, so I just glued Grandpa and his daughter into the book. And the dog, of course. Alright, lady, get over here. You just won $12,200. Congrats, you also won a family. So the way I had to cut out the grandma left some of her legs missing, but luckily the granddaughter was in a sitting pose, which was helpful, because she just sat right in front of the grandma. This couple was a different family. I made 2 families, but yeah. They don't have children because they like to adventure and they didn't want to settle down, so they just travel with their dog. So here we have Grandpa Hank, Grandma Susan, their daughter Caroline, the granddaughter Thelma, and the dog Poncho. Thelma's dad couldn't be there because he had a business meeting that day. Here we have Sam and Leslie and their dog Boomer. They like to go on adventures together. And lastly, I am choosing a sticker. I was hungry, so I chose a pretzel. Alright, that was fun. Moving on to our next prompt, we need to create an ink blot. Drop ink, paint, or any other colored fluid onto this page, make observations about it. The only liquid art supply I had was paint, so that's what we're going to be using. Right after I take this piece of paper off Dot's toe bean. So I remembered that things bled through the pages really easily, so I cut paper into strips, and I'm just mixing complementary colors of paint together and folding them, doing that butterfly ink blot thing. When I heard ink blot, this was what I thought of. Not sure if that's what she was going for when she wrote the prompt, but I'm being creative. I wanted to make them different sizes since I'd be cutting them out and gluing them onto the pages, so I'm doing some smaller ones and some bigger ones. So yeah, I'm just choosing various color combinations and folding them over and pressing them into each other and then opening them back up. This was really exciting and almost therapeutic, except for this one. I was going for fall colors, but it kind of just looked like diarrhea. I thought I'd try it again because maybe I used too much brown. Nope, still looks like poo. I'm not sure why I thought this would be a good idea, because now it looks like someone just wiped their butt on it. Moving on to less gross things, I went back to lighter colors that I knew weren't risky, and they started looking good again. I even got a cool print on my hand. I tried to transfer it onto the paper, but it didn't work. I've been missing Christmas and the holiday season a lot lately, so I wanted to make the last one and the ultimate one red and green, and it looked like a Christmas butterfly. It was really pretty. I'm not sure if Christmas butterfly is a thing, but it is now. And here are all of the ink blots. This was really fun and therapeutic. I'll have to come back to this. Once the paint had mostly dried, I cut each and every one of the ink blots out. I didn't go too neatly around the edges because there was really no point. Paper's white, the book pages are white, so whatever. After they were all cut out, I glued them into the book, and that was that. I really enjoyed this, and I hope I can find a way to incorporate it with another project someday, because it was a lot of fun. Sadly, the Christmas butterfly was too big, so I'll have to find something else to do with that. My last prompt was to fill a page with inspirational quotes. Lucky for me, I was prepared for this. Remember this guy? Well, I'm going to go through him and get one of my many journals. This one I filled with inspirational quotes. So the plan was to flip through it and find one quote on each page that I really liked, and to write it in a cute font that I got off of Pinterest. So I love hand lettering, but it takes a very long time. But I was prepared to be patient and forgiving, and I knew I needed to take it slow. I made mistakes and had to erase and go back, but it's okay. It's all part of the process. What's not part of the process is writing the quote on the wrong freaking page. It came out so good just to be scrapped. So I started again on the right page, and I wrote sometimes the biggest instead of sometimes the smallest. Again, I was starting to get a little irritated, but I just took a deep breath and erased it. I'm really bummed I didn't record the next mistake, but I basically just used letters I already wrote down as references, and then I wrote like a nonsensical word, and it was hilarious. You can hear how hard I'm laughing about it. So I just decided to find a less stressful prompt. This one was to fill the page with stickers. Stickers are fun. You can't be upset when you're working with stickers. So this one's not much to explain. I just went through my book of stickers and found ones that I liked and laid them out on the page. I tried to keep groups together, like llamas with llamas, unicorns with unicorns, just because I'm OCD like that. I actually got this book of stickers just for this book, because my rule was to put a sticker on every page once I was done. And then I saw this page and I thought it was perfect. There were some that I was really excited to use, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to use the ones that I had been saving. And here is my finished sticker page. Well, almost. There's a blank space in the corner. I better fix that. There we go. When I first looked through the prompts, I saw the sticker page, and I bought these stickers especially for it. Calm down, it's just lipstick. So I went through all the stickers once I poured them out, and I chose the ones that I liked best so I could put them on the page. I should have put the smaller stickers on this page, but I wasn't thinking, so I had to get rid of some stickers on here because they were too big. I was very sad to get rid of that jellyfish. So my 3 survivors were the I love you hands, the jar of flowers, and the Instax mini camera. Once I found a way to lay them out, I just stuck them onto the page. Of course, it didn't match the layout exactly because I suck at this kind of thing. And it's done. I hope I can use stickers again soon. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you stuck around for the entire thing, thank you. Don't forget to leave comments and suggestions, and I will see you next time. Bye!